We're live.
Hey everybody, a hot and sticky, humid day in beautiful River. We've been through just about everything in our outdoor studio here, huh Wayne?
Yes, we have.
But
We've had shootings.
last week we just missed a horrific, there was some gunfire last week, a stolen car again, police officer severely injured just around the corner from here. And thoughts and prayers. I have not heard of the guy's situation,
No,
his
I haven't
status, but
either.
it didn't look good. But thoughts and prayers. And since we're on the subject, I think 6 other police officers the other night hurt again in another car theft and a flight in the sanctuary city. And don't be confused here by the chases. The police really are following.
Yeah.
If you got a scanner, you'll hear they keep the speeds down, but it's the new gimmick now. And then they total the car, and they're 16 and 15 years old. I don't know why the hell they're not in school.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Exactly.
and you might say, well, it's not happening here. It's happening everywhere. The kids last week were 15 and 16, and they were from Rochester in a stolen car, and took out the pole, and it came down, unfortunately, on top of that police
It's
officer.
social time. They don't have anything to do.
Well, it's sad. But
What did we do when we were bored? Did we throw a hockey ball?
I know
at
one
a
thing.
net
I
or
thought of stealing a car. Our dads would have kicked our
No,
ass.
steal a car.
But
you know what they'd say? Keep him there. Keep him there.
No,
They'd throw me in
it's-
jail, and then my father would say, I don't even want to look at him.
But people are saying, a lot of people online would teach them a lesson. The popo should do this and that. They're not really chasing these people. But where does it stop? And we're all going to pay for that with insurance. Those light poles, who do you think's paying for that? That'll be town taxes.
And then everybody whose car was stolen, they pay a deductible, they pay their premiums go up. Police officers are putting their lives at danger. Common citizens' lives are in danger. It's a joke.
And defund the police. How's that going again? I'm going to say it again. How's that going?
I think it's going great. Did you see New York City lately?
New York
Beautiful.
City's great, by the way. We're told that Trump started the Asian cruelty, harassment, racism, whatever.
Yeah.
With the China flu. The truth was he didn't. But nice clip there on YouTube if you want to look at it of a black man screaming at an Asian police officer in that beautiful city in New York. And the new mayor, she wants to become the new mayor, wants to defund the police in New York City yet another $1 billion. But she lives in an area where she pays $575 a month for private protection.
Private security. So how can you say hypocrite?
Oh, yes, you can. Now, AOC came out, Shirley,
Oh,
whatever her
God.
name is,
I love AOC.
Sandy, whatever her name is. She feels that defunding the police should keep up, building of more hospitals. We don't need to be incarcerating these people
No, just put them in hospitals.
until they take something from her little ass. By the way, cruising around in a Tesla, just stupid luck that, electric cars are going to be forced down our throat. I mean, there's no inside trading there.
No, she's all right.
And crying the blues that Trump hasn't fixed her grandmama's house in Puerto Rico.
Already?
But she-
Ready? Puerto Rico.
Well, Sandy, you make $180,000. Can't you help my mom?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Trump.
My augula. They didn't even say my grandma was my augula or some stupid
Yeah,
thing.
mama.
Maybe in America we could speak English.
By the way, disgusting that shit stick didn't honor D-Day. First president
Can
in
you
years.
imagine that?
What?
Tom, he doesn't even know where he is. He was on talking to Kamala. Here's what I want you to say to the Guatemalans.
And by the way, they protest. You won't see this on the news. They protested her, told her to go home.
Yeah.
You didn't win, while she was handing out her little Kamala cookies. Listen, she's unqualified. It's not black. It's not that. She's not qualified. And when they ask her any non-powder puff question, she giggles.
She giggles.
It's an embarrassment. And by the way, y'all, the BLM flags on the embassies is an embarrassment to the United States across the globe.
Can't
Embarrassing.
happen. I'm Lester Holt. Kamala, you haven't been to the border.
But you know what?
Whoa. We've been at the border. We've been to the border.
But she hasn't been to Poland either.
Kamala, you haven't been to the border. Well, I haven't been to Europe either.
She has never ever been to Spain. No, it's a joke, and I think what's starting to be, they're being uncovered as complete farces. This new budget, everything's trillions. of dollars.
$8 trillion
But the American
budget.
people want infrastructure. Yes, I do want my electricity, my water, our roads and bridges that we have been promised for 12 years,
Right.
if not longer, to be repaired. But daycare, teeth cleaning for immigrants, bowel removal in the streets of San Francisco, internets for everybody, including the incarcerated. That's not infrastructure.
Bowel removal.
But they're just dropping. I mean, these people have, apparently from where they're coming, they don't know what a toiletto is. They just walk and drop.
But they can't say it, so they drop. Now, Candace Owen was on, and she's a black woman, and she said that the joke about the border is that they just want to deflect. Her going to Guatemala had nothing to do with humanitarian or let's stop the border crisis. It's all about let's put a show on to see what's going on, but we'll let them through. Then we'll get them in planes. She said the 3 states now are Virginia, Tennessee, and Texas.
Ariba.
They're getting all these people. The next step is get them immediate green cards and sign them up to vote. Who do you think they'll vote for? Biden. So the bottom line is this is a complete farce, and the Supreme Court said no, you're not getting immediate green cards.
I heard a perfect analogy of the whole situation with the visit to the Northern Triangle. By the way, again, they booed her there. You got bees coming in. You got your sliding door here open. Bees are coming in, right? The wife says to me, you got to do something about these bees coming in. And I said, all right, I'll do something. And I go next door and talk to my neighbor about his beehive in the back pole. And I don't shut the sliding door.
You don't shut the door. Now, where'd you come up with that? Was pretty...
No, I heard it from somebody. I can't take credit, but
I was going to say
perfect
that.
analogy.
I think that's
and you
a
know
very
what I
good
said
analogy.
when she goes, "Why didn't you shut the door?" I said, "I didn't go in the hot tub either." Anyways,
I didn't go in the hot tub either.
yeah, you can't make this shit up.
No,
But,
that's good stuff. Good stuff.
You might as well throw a little more diggers. What else can we get? The $1 trillion budget by the shit stick includes a $1.3 trillion corporate welfare for the companies that jump on board. Hey, listen, folks. I just want corporations to pay their fair share. Folks, come on.
Come
He's
on.
got corporate welfare for the companies like Coke.
Yeah, Coke needs corporate welfare.
They'll bail them out if they jump on.
I won't drink that shit either.
We're destroying this. The country's becoming more and more socialist. And guys, please, the young kids going to these colleges, they're being brainwashed. Socialism hasn't worked anywhere and never will.
In any century.
And by the way, kudos to the judges in Virginia for upholding that gym teacher's right to this transgender. But can I ask you something? Now, this is like an elementary school, right?
You're bouncing again.
I am, but I am.
Just
But
kidding.
what's with this transgender stuff? Was there a problem like that when we went to school? Did people
Tom,
people confused?
They were in the closet.
Were people really confused?
Well, males used to pull their organ behind them and put it in their ass, and then they looked like a woman.
No, I would have loved.
And they shot put it.
I would have loved to get in the shower with some of the girls I went to school with,
Yeah.
and just pretend I was Tanisa. But I am jumping around a
Thomasina.
little bit. But kudos to the judge for holding up what God has done. No man should put asunder.
And we got Gay Pride Month. It's a full month.
Yeah,
I face east every day.
I do too.
And the flags, apparently they wanted to put the flags on the military institutions across the United States. And either a judge or the Department of Defense said no. And the reason they said no is they're not anti-gay. It would open up for other flags to demand
Fighting
to be put
Irish,
there. The Fighting Irish, the BLM, the Lick Me Green flag.
Right.
No,
The
it's
Rump
the
Rangers.
The Rump Rangers. It's the United States of America. It's American flag. Period.
And listen, too. In all honesty, I have friends that are gay. I have nothing against them.
I have too.
Whatever. That's
too.
fine. But enough's enough with
With the
some of
flags
this
and stuff. I mean, the flag flying at a military
No,
installation. For me, I mean, I didn't ask for the Italian and German flag to go up,
No, and these
or the heterosexual flag. Do we have a flag?
these little kids today that are born either a boy or a girl due to obviously the part given to them in birth.
Right.
If they develop later on to be gay, so be it.
Yeah.
Live and let live.
I'm
We
fine.
want a peaceful world, but they're almost being forced at young ages. It's got to be their wacky parents.
Yeah.
They're whacked.
Well,
What are they teaching?
They don't tell a boy that it's a boy or a girl that it's a girl.
And now they're teaching them white is horrible. You got somebody from Yale. I'll tell you what, the road to hell is paved with diplomas from the Ivy schools.
Yes.
A Yale professor's talking about she fantasized about killing whites.
Yeah.
Can you believe? And were racist?
No problem there, by the way. She wasn't denounced by the school.
No.
She wasn't cited and she wasn't suspended.
And one of the cabinet members is from Harvard who gave the speech about whites don't have any melatonin or something, and they're not smart enough.
By the way, it's Harvard. There's no R's.
Right. Again.
By the way, I hope those shit sticks in Boston lose tonight to the Islanders.
I agree with that too.
Why am I using shit stick so much?
Well, because we're led. Our
led
leader
by a shit stick.
is led by it. Otherwise, the vaccinations, the country's getting better. People are getting out again. The baseball game, people can go, slow down time. People can go downtown again and start being.
I happened to last Friday, but I will say this: John Rahm, Spanish golfer, lost $1.5 million because at the end of the third round, up by 6 strokes, he tested positive for COVID. Get the freaking shot. And I'm talking to you, Buffalo Bills, because I'm telling you, if we make the Super Bowl and our stars go down and have to quarantine, forget about waiting it. I'll wait it prior, all right, to beat the living shit out of you.
Well, by the way, too, unfortunately, we were led because of the elections and stuff, it falling in an election year, this fear of vaccinations. Do some research on it, but there's nothing to be fearful about.
There's a chip. They know where I am right now.
The long-range effects of COVID.
No, they know right where I am right now.
You know, my wife was very sick from COVID. We don't know what might pop up 10 years from now.
Yeah, they're saying there could be long-range effects.
And guys, you heard it first on the show here. This Fauci, he's got more to do this than you're led to believe.
Father of COVID?
He's the father of this whole thing. These variances didn't come from somebody eating a little bad testicle. It just didn't happen. This was made in a lab and released.
By the way, that is a Chinese delicacy, bad testicle. Have you ever tried it? It's great.
Well, listen, it's not. Look at these people coming across the border. It's not the first time people have eaten live newt. So this was made in a lab and hopefully released accidentally. But Fauci knows more than he's saying, and the guy should really be shot. I'm sorry, hung over boiling water. And there's another variance coming now across the globe.
And speaking of public ceremonies, they got the bastard who shot that 6-year-old kid in L.A. And the girlfriend was driving. Now, you heard me say, I don't care what race he is. Looks like he's Hispanic. I don't care if he was white, Hispanic, green, purple. I want a public ceremony. Once it's proved beyond a reasonable doubt that it was him that fired that gun into that boy, I want a public ceremony. Now, I'll start with number one. He was given bail. Yes, it's $1 million, but I'm sorry.
They upped it.
No. Okay, did they? Because I don't want any bail.
Who would bail that guy? To quote I think the Bulgarians, guillotine. Guillotine.
Is that where they chop off heads?
Yes.
Okay. I'd be all for that.
Oh, me too.
I'd be there. You know what? Let's get some tickets. Just on the odd chance there's going to be a public ceremony, let's get out there in Southwest.
By the way, I'm going to take back, we shouldn't shoot Dr. Fauci, but he should be hung over boiling water and forced to tell exactly what he really knows.
I can't believe you talk about shooting people.
I know. That was wrong.
Yeah, everything's
wrong. And when I'm wrong,
I say I'm wrong.
I'm saying I'm kind of wrong. Anyways.
By the way, you can see it says Mullen, and it's got an Irish shamrock, so, you know.
It's probably racist.
It's very racist.
It's a white buffalo.
I'll tell you what, you got potatoes and drinking. You guys, that's all you do is drinking and potatoes.
Too. We're very angry people. We're an angry people.
Just an angry.
By the way, we were enslaved when we came to this country, but that's for another day.
You're an angry lot. All right, what do you want to talk?
Won the lottery? Looks like the Sabres will have the first overall. Well, they will have the first overall pick.
Owen Power, I don't think you can pass him. We said that last week.
From just over the bridge?
He's over the bridge. I know it's St. Kitts. I'm not sure.
That's closed bridge and will someday be redone.
Someday maybe we'll go there. But what I liked about him is they said the kid played really well as a freshman in Michigan, went to the World Championships, and dominated. In other words, he picked his game up from college against better players. I know it wasn't Sid the Kid and all that. I know, okay, because of COVID. However, he played against mostly pros, played 24, 25 minutes a game, and he was the shutdown D they put out there at the end of these games. I'm telling you something, I like Benier. However, I don't know you can pass on a guy like this that can eat minutes like that.
One of the nice things about Power, too, is, you hear it about the European players where they play and shower with men. This was a great chance for Power
To shower with
get
men.
a chance to shower with men. I guess goes a long way in the locker room adjustments, from what we're told.
Right, and then they find out if they're heterosexual at that point. I don't know.
There's envy, and that's again another day's story.
But,
It's going to be interesting, I think, for Kevin Adams down the road. What do you do with? It looks more and more like Jack's probably going to be traded. Now, we don't want that, but it's
But he might
time
have
to
to.
start playing hockey again and having fun and winning some games. And look at Montreal; they're in the Final Four, right?
Final Four.
And
Sorry, they're not that good.
they're not that good. So we're not that far off if the right things happen.
No, exactly.
And if it's Jack's not part of it, no hard feelings.
No,
but
move on.
We got to get something back from him that makes sense, and not the aging Alex DeBrusque from the Bruins.
That's not his name, but thank you. It's Jake DeBrusque, and he's not aging, but okay.
Not good though.
Not aged.
Right.
Anyway, we don't want him. I don't want really anything from that
No, me too.
chata infested pit. God, I hope the Islanders beat the living snot out of you tonight.
Yeah.
Dump.
And by the way, we were with them too. I mean, I don't know what the season series went, but were there any games that you said, especially with Granado,
Right.
where you said that this team's
Only probably one or two where we were outclassed well under Granado. Other than that,
And-
we either went to overtime, or lost by one or two.
and also counting that we did have some bad luck or bad performance in net.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
did.
my God, goals
Didn't you
from
say
behind
the other
net.
day that maybe just put a cutout in there?
At times, we might have been better off with a cutout, in all honesty. The times the Sabres got 9-12, 9-15,
Yeah, we were in games.
we were in hockey games, and that's without Jack. And
This is going to be interesting. So you got Jack, you got Reinhardt. Looks like we're probably going to take Owen Power. We got some guys that showed they could play under Granado, and we still got to see if Granado is going to be our coach. We've got unrestricted free agents, including Sam. We got a lot going on, of course, and we got the expansion draft, which, by the way, I don't want to lose Will Borgen.
now, if they
Do
go,
not expose Borgen. If you're going to go, you protect Borgen, Yoki Haru, and Darlene, and you let them take Miller, or you let them take
Risto.
I'm fine with that. And on the other side of it, guys, do not worry. We're going to lose between Tage Thompson, Bjork, and what's his name, Asplund.
And my guess,
And either
barring-
one is fine.
I would just take an outside guess that it would probably be Asplund, and I would hate to do it, but it's not the end of the
No,
world.
that's not the end of the world.
I'm not leaving Will Borgen. You don't
Nope.
give up D like that.
No.
And we've heard enough about getting something for Risto.
No.
If we do, great, but
But
Unless-
at that point, let
yeah.
him go. Do not leave Will Borgen unprotected.
No.
We've waited for the kid. He showed he can play. I read something where somebody came out of their basement and said he didn't play well after the arm injury. Bullshit. The guy can play.
no, and he's
If
big,
anything,
mobile.
Bryson needs to work. Needs a lot of work on D. But Bryson is a first-year player and he's protected anyway. So
And pairs. A lot of that stuff is pairing, getting the right pairs together and stuff. And
you mean
hell,
like pears, apples, peaches?
yes, but hell,
I don't know what that means.
mistakes are going to be part of the game. It's how you cover up, and that Bryson sure's got some wheels.
Oh,
When you put Owen Power at 6'6" out there,
offensively,
you got a nice core there.
Yeah, you get that core going. You got to get Allmark back here and a goaltender. This Pontillo back at Michigan, he's a sophomore this year. You better sign him by the end of this year, or they're going to pull Pearson on us. I'm sorry, not Pearson.
Peterson.
And he's going to choose his spot. He went out to LA, and he's like a .920 save percentage.
Watch.
The guy we needed.
Watch for some trades. There's a lot of LA rumors, and sources are telling us that they might be interested in a Jack deal.
Yep.
That could be interesting. Anaheim. No hard feelings, Jack. I hope success wherever you go, but we got to get players that are totally committed here and want to play.
Maybe leave your girlfriend here because, man, she's hot.
Yeah.
Listen, we got to wrap it up. So
Yeah.
another week,
Hey,
another
be proud of
dollar.
the American flag. It means nothing. It means the greatest, toughest, and most brightest people in the world. That flag represents
That-
everybody.
You mean,
everybody.
You mean the Indian flag?
No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the goddamn
United States.
stripes, red, white, and blue. Wear it proudly. It doesn't mean white supremacy and it's too much white.
No.
That's our flag and it kicks ass.
Yeah.
Those colors don't
Run. Harumph.
See you soon. And if you live in New York, get Kevlar.